Only 10 years old and has just been invited to tour NASA. Yep, NASA, after winning science competition, Little Big Ideas. Have a quick look at her entry.
Hi, my name is Bridget and I am 10 years old. My little big idea is the Faster Aid. Last year I was diagnosed with leukemia, a side effect of which is low platelets, which means I can bleed easily. During this time I have noticed that my mum really struggles to open those adhesive strips that we commonly call by the name Band-Aids.
Bridget was told at school that she had taken out the top prize, which is a VIP tour of NASA. How cool is that? And Bridget and her mother Sharon join us now. It's so fantastic to meet you and congratulations. I love the idea of this. So how does it work, Bridget?
I invented a Band-Aid dispenser, which is like a sticky tape dispenser, but it dispenses Band-Aids. The Band-Aid has padding on the bottom to protect the wound and a protective layer to keep it sterile. Mm-hmm. And the Band-Aids are in one big roll like sticky tape.
Terrific.
The casing has a push button to open and close the casing completely to make sure no dirt gets in.
It kind of looks like, a tape measure in a way, doesn't it? And when you flick that button there, dispenses one Band-Aid from the sterile casing, and is that, you then have to peel anything else off the Band-Aid?
No,
you just get that straight out and whack it on the wound.
Yes.
Oh, terrific. That would be really handy in space too, to stop you fiddling around with all those little bits of paper, right?
Good idea. Sharon, you must be so incredibly proud of Bridget. She came up with the idea after watching you and the nurses struggle while she was having treatment for leukemia.
Yes, that's right. And I'm very proud of Bridget, just so proud of her resilience that she's shown throughout this whole treatment and losing her hair and everything that she's gone through, but she's just showing people that through adversity you can still achieve great things.
Absolutely. Now, Bridget, of course, traditionally there's been it's been a male world science. Are you hoping to be a scientist one day of some description?
Yes, I want to be a hematologist when I grow up, which is a type of blood scientist.
Yes.
Our hematologist actually rang my mum and dad at 6 o'clock at night to tell that I had leukemia.
Yes.
And they saved my life.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So when you get to NASA, what happens?
When I get to NASA, I really want to do this training facility where you can train with your family to become train as like an astronaut.
Yeah, like you simulate the astronaut.
Yeah.
It is such a cool competition, and can't let you go without mentioning, if that doesn't come off, you've got an acting career ahead of you. In Bridget's entry, have a look at the dramatisation of life before the Fast Aid.
Bridget's bleeding! She has
She girls are terrific. Great supporting role by Chloe there.
Yeah, and then we see Sharon struggling with it, and afterwards, the life afterwards, it was so easy. Sharon comes out, takes it off, puts it over the wound. Fantastic. Well,
just very quickly before we go, sorry, are we going to see this on the market at some point? Are we going to commercialise this?
Yes, Ben Mott is actually patenting it right.
Terrific.
Yay!
Right.
So great.
Awesome.
That's fantastic. Well, my son also entered Little Big Ideas, and so I am delighted that you won. I'm sure he'll be happy.
What was his invention?
He, after I had hit on the head, he came up with the idea that sharp edges should have an airbag that deployed to stop head injuries.
Interesting.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
We could round off your edges as another way of doing it, probably, but that's my little big idea. That's not your little big idea, okay? I tell you what, though, without the airbags, Bridget's Band-Aid dispenser is going to come in very handy,
Maybe
though.
you guys could work together. He's only 6, though, so he wasn't really qualified to go in, but just wanted to be part of it.
Okay.
Because it was for year 3 students and above.
Yes, he's working his way up to become a Bridget, obviously. Let us know how you go at NASA. Okay, we'd love to hear about your trip when it's done.
Thank you so much,
Bridget. Thanks, Sharon.
Thank you.